Hello everybody, welcome back to Z's Projects. Got my lovely girlfriend behind the camera recording.
Hi.
So, in today's video, we got some parts, but in this video, we're just going to be doing one part. And I don't see a lot of videos doing this kind of part, like step by step, so hopefully I'll be the first one to show it. This is my 2004 Volkswagen Beetle 2.0 liter BEV engine. So, front wheel drive, obviously. She is in a rough shape right now, but that will be explained in either a previous video or a future video. It just depends on how I'm feeling. But if you come with me, we're gonna come over here. We got some tools here. Most of this is for underneath the car, so that's for the next video we'll be doing, which is the downstream mode 2 sensor. So if you come over here, we're gonna lift open the trunk, the boot, as some people call it. We're gonna reach in here. We're gonna get our Purge Canister valve. This has the part number is CP633. I see a lot of YouTubers doing that. Here's what the Purge Canister valve looks like. It's pretty simple. Has an arrow wherever it's at. I swear I seen an arrow the other day. Oh, there we go. There's the arrow. It's hard to see, but it's pointing this way towards the connector. So we're gonna pop open the hood and yeah, we're gonna see if we can get this thing fixed today, because I am throwing a code and my EPC light is on, and I will tell you guys that code here in a second. So the code for the canister purge valve is P0441 for Volkswagen. It says evaporative emission system incorrect purge flow. I looked it up because I took auto mechanics at my technical training school, and I have Shopkeep Pro, so I used that, and it told me the main cause is the purge canister purge valve. So let's go over here to feel Volkswagen's hood release. You come over here, and there's gonna be a thing. It's gonna be literally like built into this thing, and you're gonna do that. It's literally to the side. Some cars have it like that. Most Volkswagens are the same. Come over here. Then what they like to try to do, because I think they know everything when it comes to working on Volkswagens, they go like this, and they're not even looking. They're like, oh, I can't find it. Literally, you see this thing right here. All you do has an arrow pointing this way, like that. Lift up, bam. That's simple. Don't mind the mess in here. So this is going to be a little bit of a tricky thing, because the purge valve is actually over here, and what we're going to do is we're going to actually take off my engine cover, so then you can see more of a mess underneath. There we go. There's the 2 liter. So I'll put this over here. Alright, so then my girlfriend's going to hand me the phone, and I'm going to show you guys on where this canister purge valve is. It's right... Oh, I'm not good at recording. That's why she's the recorder. I don't know if I'll be able to show it on here. It's too, like... I don't know. It's too blurry. But it's literally... Anyways, I'll just show you guys a picture of where it's located inside my car. Well, inside the engine bay. So, yeah, let's try to get this thing out. Alright, so from what I can tell, the purge valve obviously is underneath this here. You could, I mean, some people would take this out, but the thing is the shield is still right there. But if you look closely at your Volkswagen, there's 2 nuts right here holding the whole purge valve connected, or it's connected. And then I disconnected this line right here. It was connected to here. Press down, you heard it click, and then what you want to do is, if it'll let me this time, is do that. You just push on this white button, and then it releases whatever that is. I think it's for the air. It goes through the system, through back here where the throttle body is. So we're going to find out what sizes these 2 bolts are over here to disconnect that, and we're going to see if we can swing this puppy over this way. We'll take off this cap right here for the coolant reservoir. We'll take that off, see if we can swing it, and it should hopefully go easy and to replace our new part. So let's get this right sized. All right, so I went and it's too tight of a space because, you know, Volkswagens, definitely the Beetle, engine spaces are really compact. So you can't use like a small wrench or a small socket or anything like that. So I got a 10mm wrench, and I'm just gonna start jorking these, and I'm gonna crack them loose. It does kind of suck with this here. You can take it off. I did have it off, but I don't want nothing to be falling into the washer reservoir. I could be taking this off too, just the cap, but there's no point in me doing that. So we'll probably be here wrenching for about a little bit. We'll see if we can unloosen them. Yes, we can. Okay, perfect. So we're gonna loosen these with my finger and hope they don't fall. All right, there's one. Remember, this is a 10, so it would be the same for a socket. That's what I was going to do, is grab a 10mm, because most of the time Volkswagens are 10mm, which is funny because a lot of auto mechanic memes are losing 10mm. So, and that's the thing for Volkswagens, is they mostly use 10mm or Allen keys. They like to use a lot of specialty tools. All right, we got the second one. We're gonna see, we're gonna pry down on this bushing right here, and we're gonna see if we can somehow get this any easier for us to lift this up. I don't know what that is though. I don't know if that just pries it out, but I don't want to break nothing, so I'm not too sure on how this bolt right here goes. I don't know if it's just I have to get pliers and screw it off or whatever, but we still can get to this part real easily. As you can tell, we're gonna try to get some slack here. There we go. So here's the bushings that keep on it. The purge valve is this thing. I had a auto mechanic student 3 years ago work on this, and he broke both of the hose clamp things. So yeah, but the first thing you want to do is you want to find something and disconnect this right here. Most of the time you have to struggle with it, and I think I got my pick stuck, but let's grab a flathead and let's continue trying to pry this open. Right, got me a flathead. What you want to do is pull like that, and then it should be loose. There you go. So there's the connector, and yeah, here's the fun part where you find out on how you're going to get this off with two broken clips, because most of the time these clips are supposed to look like this over here. And don't mind me sweating if you see drips of sweat. It is almost 90 degrees out here in a small town of Ohio. So yeah, I'm gonna go and grab me some pliers, probably some needle nose, and I'm gonna see if I can get this off. Sadly, I don't think I have any wrong from Harbor Freight. I got a whole clip set, so I'm actually gonna go find my clip set inside my auto mechanics toolbox inside. I'm actually gonna replace these with something, so it would be easy for me in the future, because some people that say they're mechanics, they really don't know what they're doing. So yeah, give me 1 second, I'll be right back. And yeah, all right, we have made it to our, let me come around here, I hate this curve. All right, we have made it to our local Harbor Freight, because the freaking, I guess I didn't have any hose clamps, even though I thought I did. We're gonna go and pick up the 40 assessment piece. It's like $5.49 or something like that for 40 of them. So it's pretty good. We almost got hit on the way here. So I'm in hashtag mommy's car, you know, 2022 Equinox. But yeah, so we're here. We're gonna go pick up the hose clamps, and yeah, we'll see you guys back at home. We want these ones right here. 40 of them. That's exactly what we want. And they're easier to take off for Volkswagen purposes. So, alright. We're going to go to checkout. And yeah, we'll see you guys at home. All right, as you guys can tell, we got the Harbor Freight clamps. These will be used to replace these, the ones that the ex-friend of mine did. He broke. So we're gonna use these tiny little needle nose pliers, see if these will work. I hope so, because if not, we're gonna be here all day. And God dang! Oh my God! Look at the helicopter.
I don't see a helicopter.
Yeah, dang. So here's our first problem, is from him breaking them. God dang! I almost had it right there. That's annoying.
We'll be back when we get it.
All right, we probably spent like what, 30 minutes?
Probably.
Getting just one freaking clamp off due to some dude who broke it. And if you guys come here, so Volkswagens, there's supposed to be a big clip right here, and then two little clips right here where it'd be easy to take off with like a hose clamp plier or something like that. Like this. This is literally an example right here. I did this all on my own. Like, I replaced the throttle body and all that. I did all this stuff right here. This is what the clip's supposed to look like, but it looks like this. So we just got that replaced. We're gonna slip one on, then we're gonna work on getting this one back here. So this is gonna be fun. I'm pretty excited. Just kidding, I'm not excited because I can't really disconnect it. I can, but then I'd have to disconnect this and this right here, which goes all the way around right up there. So yeah, maybe for a future video we'll do that, but we're gonna find one out of here. And yeah, so you guys will see me when I get this next one off. So yeah. All right, everybody, just got the last one off. We got the new one on just to see if it fits, and it does. Obviously we'll loosen it up when we put on the new mass airflow sensor. Stay right here, guys. I'll show you what the mass airflow sensor looks like disconnected from it. So this is the mass airflow sensor that came off from down here. It is a pain, okay? It's very much a pain, but we did do good. It does go like that, and did end up cutting myself, but it's all right because blood, sweat, and tears go into this car, and even my amazing girlfriend knows that too. So she's been through thick and thin with this car with me. So, but yeah, so we just got, thank God we got these clamps off. I'm gonna get one that fits this. Then I'm gonna go inside just to take a little breather because it is 90 degrees out here. And we're gonna go inside, take a little breather, and I'm gonna get this new canister purge valve on this bushing right here. And this should just pop out of place right here or something. So, or no, it's actually a bushing. Yeah, we're gonna go inside and figure this out. But yep, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys back here once I get the new one installed. All right, everybody, so we end up getting the old mass airflow sensor, the Purge Canister valve undone. So we took off the bushing right here for it, and we sprayed some degreaser in there just to get it, you know, nice and cleaned, and to also make sure it's gonna slip back on the brand new one that we have. So I'm just gonna wipe this down, and then we are going to go ahead and shove the new one on. This is the old one. We can F the old one out. Watch that be the new one. I would lose it. I was kidding. It should be
new. Sure?
It better be.
Wait.
All right, so since this has a little bit of rust, you can tell that's where the bolts were. This is against the body. So all you're gonna do is you're just gonna push that on there. Now to take this off, a lot of people might not know, but to take off this little bushing, you want to be able to get a pick like this. These, you can get a 4-pack at Harbor Freight for like what?
99 cents, I think. 99
cents. There's different kinds of picks, but this is my favorite one, the 90-degree angle. And yeah, that's all that really happens. You just make sure it's on there. Mine should be on there all the way. And then it might be too tight. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna grab your flathead, because these are ones that you can either use a really small socket or you can use a skinny flathead, and get this loosened up here. And you can easily twist this on here like so, and then you're going to end up putting this connected to there and these connected to back here. So I will show you guys once we get this connected. All right, it is a tight squeeze, but as long as you got some, you can put it over here. I'm gonna slide my hand underneath here. I'm gonna start threading it down here. It is a little bit tricky, but you know, I've been working on this car for 4 years now. I'm banned from a shop because of how compact it is. Now you will get cuts working on this specific car. That's just a known fact. It's just so tight. I'm gonna tighten that up with the 10mm wrench once we get this one on here. This one, so you got a bolt right here and a bolt right here, and they're underneath this fender. And this part's gonna be the hardest because you got your reservoir cap. You can take it off, but then if you lose your 10mm bolt in there, then you're gonna get if you don't have a long enough magnet thing to get it out there, it's gonna suck. And ones if you just ran your car, but my car hasn't ran in 3 days. It can run, but I haven't drove it in, I don't know, a while. So that's gonna be hard to do right there. You might have to get a wrench for that one, because this one's a little bit more tricky compared to the other one. So we might just get it threaded on there, which we are pretty good. I did clamp up I did put a new clamp on this one, so that's pretty good. And motorcycles. All right, and I'm gonna grab this wrench right here, and I'm just gonna start tightening it. We're gonna make sure it's pretty snug, because you don't want this thing, you know, once if you're driving and you hear rattling, you're gonna think it's something major. And then if you're someone who doesn't work on your car, or you don't know anything about cars, you can still learn. This is why I'm making this channel. I want to teach young people, or at least people who own Volkswagens. I want to teach them on how to work on them, because there's not that much people working on Beetles. So we're gonna make sure these are tight. I'll make sure they're all good. I would say that's pretty tight. Then what you're gonna do, you're gonna grab this and you're gonna push down. Hear a click, that's how you know it's good. I'm gonna check around because this is a little bit loose. It looks like I just fixed it. Looks like the last people that worked on it didn't put it back right, but we just fixed it. See how simple stuff can be. All right, then you're gonna find this hose right here, and what you're going to do is you're going to, so I have to end up putting a new clamp on this. So once I put that new clamp on that, I will talk to you guys here in a minute. All right, so I did have to unbolt this again, just to be ordered to put this new clamp on, because I realized as soon as I got it on, and it's really hard to put this line back onto this one where the sensor is. So I mean, it's just simple. I just disconnected this one again. You don't have to disconnect the one if you just put a new one on there. So what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to have this kind of just like hang down there, and I'm going to get my flathead, and what I'm just going to do is I'm going to go up to the same place where the original one would be, and I'm going to try my best, and because this is going to be hard to do with the sensor on it, and we're going to start cranking on this thing. It is going to be a little bit difficult due to the position of it, but once that is done and I get it in place, I'll show you guys what it looks like after we're done bolting it up. All right, we got the new clamp on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to feed this line. Don't freak out, just take your time with it. That's one thing about learning about while working on Volkswagens, is you really have to take your time and be patient, which that's something I don't really have. My girlfriend can also tell you that. So there we go. We just got that through. And what we're going to do, we're going to make sure these are lined up again. They're lined up. Put that, hear that click. Then what you're going to do is you're going to hand tight these if you can. I'm gonna thread this one over here first. On the where I would be standing, it would be the right nut first. Thread it on there till it's a little bit tight. Then you're gonna grab your other nut and you're gonna carefully, this is gonna be so difficult, definitely with this thing being here, it's gonna be so bad. You're gonna reach under here, you're gonna find it, you're gonna make sure you got it. So when you're putting on this one right over here, if it feels like it's getting stuck or it's not threading, you have the bolt twisted a little bit. So then you grab, I personally like to use this part when I'm tightening them because they're more easier. You won't be able to strip them. We're gonna make sure we'll go by each one. So this one's already tight. This one's more harder to tighten up, but gotta make sure it's snug. Do one more snug for, you wanna do 2 big ones. Come over here. There we go. And then for the last step to fix your purge canister valve is you want to find the sensor, which is right here. And you want to go ahead, make sure that is up where it's supposed to be. It's so hard to get this in here. You're going to hear a clip. That should be it. So that is how to change your purge canister valve on a 2004 Volkswagen Beetle 2-liter. It's not that hard. It is kind of, I wouldn't say it's hard, but also wouldn't say it's easy. It's like medium. I mean, if you're starting to get into cars, it is a nice thing to learn. But other than that, we're probably gonna call it a day. It is a little bit hot out here, so we might have to work on the O2 sensor here soon, or if it's not raining in the morning, we'll be doing that in the next video. So hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you go down, hit the subscribe button, comment down what do you want to see next, the next video. And thanks to my lovely girlfriend for recording it out here with me. She's all sweaty from out here being 90-degree weather, and I can tell you it is pretty bad. But other than that, that's it for this video. And I hope you guys do enjoy. And yeah, stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.